Imagine rushing into chaos and then coming home to tuck your child into bed. For many first responders on 9/11, that was reality. They didn't just serve their cities, they served their families, and they carried the weight of both. This episode is about those parents, the ones who showed up for the world and still found a way to show up at home. Being a first responder is already demanding, but being a parent at the same time, that's a sacred balancing act. On 9/11, thousands of mothers and fathers faced unimaginable trauma and then returned to the quiet, everyday work of raising children. They carried grief, fear, and exhaustion, but still made it to soccer games, school pickups, and late-night talks. That kind of presence is heroic in its own right. Children of first responders saw their parents leave for work not knowing if they'd come back. Some watched the news, others waited by the door. And when their parents returned, they saw something different. A quiet strength, a changed spirit, a deeper love. If you were a child during 9/11, what do you remember about how your parents showed up for you? For many, those memories shaped their understanding of courage, not as being loud or being dramatic, but as steady and sacrificial. Trauma doesn't end when the crisis does. Many first responders carried invisible wounds and still chose to parent with tenderness. They didn't always have the words, but they had presence, and that presence healed. Some turned to faith, others to counseling. Many just leaned into love, choosing connection over isolation. One father who was a paramedic began writing letters to his kids after 9/11, not because he couldn't speak, but because he wanted his words to last. Those letters became another legacy. Parenting through crisis isn't just physical, it's spiritual. It's the quiet prayer before a shift, the whispered, "I love you," before walking out the door. The belief that love can hold fear, what fear cannot. Many first responder parents leaned on their faith, not just for strength, but for meaning. They taught their children that service is sacred, that sacrifice is a love in action. What spiritual lesson did your parent or grandparent pass down through their service? It is these stories that remind us that parenting isn't about perfection. It's about presence. And in the face of crisis, presence becomes a lifeline. First responders who were also parents didn't just protect their cities. They protected their homes, their children, and their legacy. If your parent or grandparent served on 9/11 and still found a way to parent through the pain, we honor them today. Their love was a shield. Their presence was a gift. This is family, friends, community, and this is how we remember. You take care and stay connected.